Good morning and welcome to Monday's Special Blend for today, the 5th of February 2024. Today, it is -5 outside and the traffic on the Queensway eastbound is a mess. So I hope that you're not in that, but if you are, thanks for joining us, and we'll try to get your mind off of the fact that you're stuck there in the middle of the road. I've got Maria on the phone with me today. Hey, Maria, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'd like to start off with our land acknowledgement, please. We acknowledge that we broadcast from the unceded Algonquin territory, and we give thanks to the Anishinaabe people for their stewardship of these lands long before we came. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Well, good morning, my friend.
Speaking of land acknowledgements, I experienced one last week that I'd never had before. I was at a celebration of life it was a really beautiful service, but to open the service, the minister gave a couple of lines of the acknowledgement, and then the entire congregation joined in the second half. I've never heard a whole congregation do a land acknowledgement together before. It was really neat.
That is neat. We'll have to find out what it sounds like. Get some bites.
Yeah. Well, I'll play some audio for you. I'm not sure if it'd be appropriate to put on the radio, but yeah.
No, but it would be nice to know. It would be nice to know. So tell me, what have you been up to? What's Nate been doing?
Well, I have recorded a concert at Irene's with the Tin Constellations. I'm going to play some audio from that later today. What else did I do over the week? I spent a lot of time doing nothing because about 5 days ago now, I somehow slept in the wrong way and my back has been killing me.
Oh, no!
I've never had it last this long. It kind of started in the middle of my back and now it's migrated into the right side of my neck and it's still sore 5 days later.
Wow, sounds like you need some physio, some massage or something. Putting out the word if you are a massage therapist. Nate's in trouble. Fix him up. It works wonders. It absolutely works wonders. I was in a head-on car crash 7 years ago, and I got to say, massage and physio and all the stuff that goes along with it really does make the body come back. I'm kind of fighting my way back right now, as you know, from not only my hip replacement, but the 5 surgeries I had last year before that.
Of course.
So it is proving to be a little slower, and I'm sorry to not be in the studio with you.
Hey, well, you take all the time that you need to recover. It's better to be fully back than it is to stress yourself out too much on the way to recovery. Yeah.
Yes, and at least... I'm so grateful for the help and the kindness and the support of our CKCU listeners through all this. You are why we are here, because we care about you. CKCU 93.1 FM.
So another thing I wanted to tell you about. Are you familiar with the Canadian National Institute of Health? I think I mentioned them before.
Yeah.
So I went to my first dentist appointment with them. They have an office on Dalhousie in the market. And they're a school for dentists or dental hygienists.
Yes.
So you sign up on their website, and they'll give you 3 appointments in a row for free to get your teeth cleaned. For free.
Oh, nice.
If you do need any x-rays or anything like that, it's a slight extra cost, but the actual cleaning, the exam, and it's a lot more thorough in my experience than dealing with a regular hygienist, because the student is really on their toes. They've got to document everything. They've got to learn how everything works. They're very meticulous.
For many years, I worked with the Canadian Dental Hygienists Association, and I have to say that, in general, folks that are in that field, in that industry, are truly giving, caring, kind people who are dedicated to being helpful and supporting the survival of people through their teeth. We don't realize just how important our teeth are until we get older and we don't have quite so many. Says
Yeah.
Maria.
I've been very, very fortunate in my, I guess, the roll of the dice genetically, where I have all of my teeth, including the wisdom teeth, in perfect shape, perfect position. None of them are twisted. No cavities. I'm so lucky.
Wow. He's a catch girl. He's got his own teeth.
Well, yeah, the hygienist says that it was rare to see what I've got in my mouth. I guess it's very I'm very lucky. I'm very thankful.
You'll have to share
happy.
some close-up dioramas and stuff for us.
I
so
did actually
me,
take a picture and put it on Reddit some time ago, and I had a bunch of dentists freaking out, excited, like, "Oh, look at that!"
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it is nice. Come on, that's cool. Claim to fame.
Yeah.
So, what is it we're going to hear this morning? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've got a few things lined up. I wanted to play a quick bit from Iconoclast from the Thursday Special Blend to kind of get people in the awake and well, whatever it is, excited, because it's a bit of a rock metal. And then after that, I have some James Leclair that I recorded at Redbird. I just finished editing that after sitting on it for 2 months. And and then lastly, I've got the Tin Constellations, because they had a sold-out show at Irene's on Saturday night that they invited me to come and live stream for them. So I live streamed them, and Andrew, what was the name of the band? Andrew Hayden? Or no, that's a park. Yeah, I've got it here, 2 seconds. If I go to my list of my live streams, Andrew Vincent opened up for them. I wasn't going to play some of Andrew Vincent, but I've got the Tin Constellations queued up. And then after that, Slow Tom finished out the night. His songs aren't necessarily the best for radio, but they're very funny. They're definitely great drinking songs and having a party at the bar type of songs. But I'm going to play some Tin Constellations from that show later.
That's fabulous. I got to say that, folks, we love volunteering with CKCU 93.1, the mighty 93.1. Because of who it brings us in contact with, you, the locals, doing your stuff, doing what you do, showing off on a local, on a national scale, your craft, and be that music, be that the arts. We have Barbara Gray, who comes in and does our arts report, as well as Nate keeps us up on what's coming to town in terms of issues surrounding the environment and what's going on there. And I think that what we try to bring to the folks on the other end of the line is our love for this city. And you can show your love for Ottawa by being a volunteer with CKCU. There are so many different responsibilities you can take on. They're really looking for some folks to help with cataloging, and we have a lot of music that really needs to get into the computer. And folks are counting on us to be not only the community radio that we've always been, but to expand on that in the future to encompass, as we do on our Monday special blend, and that is having recorded events that are not only available to you audio-wise, but also in video format as well, so that you can check things out on more than one outlet, as it were.
Yeah, speaking of
we do this. Yeah.
Speaking of recorded events, we'll be doing the Canadian Spaces this Saturday. Will be broadcast live from Meow That's Hot. It's a fairly small location, so there won't be much room for people to come out, but we'll be broadcasting the audio and video. Will be going live to my channel, and then from there onto the radio. So it's going to be a fun day. Very fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that one of the things I love about Canadian Spaces is what Chris brings to each and every show, and that is his true love for Canada and Canadian artists and folk. He's truly a gifted community supporter. I think he's amazing. He's the one that brought you in on this as well.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. He's quite the forethinker, no doubt about that. Well, I will let you get to the music and wish everyone a fantastic day and a fantastic week.
One other thing I wanted to tell you about. One other thing I wanted to tell you about is a week from tomorrow is World Radio Day. So we're doing a 2-hour live broadcast from Queen Street Fair. Are you familiar with them?
No. Tell me about them.
It's kind of a really nice. It's a really nice food court right down on Queen Street, right in front of the O-Train exit at Parliament. So if you come out of the subway going up the escalators, and instead of walking out of the building, you walk into the building, you're in the middle of a really nice food court with a lot of restaurants and there's a stage there, broadcasting, everything set up, and I'll be broadcasting the World Radio Day. There's going to be live events on the radio starting at, I believe it's starting at, I'm going to say 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. It's early. Going for 2 hours. Yeah, that's going to be great. There's going to be a lot of cool people there, a lot of broadcast across the country. Other stations are going to be picking up some of the feed and the audio. It's going to be really good.
That is good. And next week we'll get in a little bit about Black History Month.
Yes, for
sure. And get into that a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to say, this is going to be a fantastic show. Keep it up.
I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say for us next week.
Absolutely. I think we're going to go on a little bit of a journey after being the co-creator of Blues in Schools for Blues Fest, and prior to that being a mask artist in schools and community doing Black History Month presentations for many, many years. I think that sometimes we kind of tend to lose sight of certain things, and just because we label something this month or that month or whatever month, there are the realities and the people behind every story. I look forward to talking to you about it more next week.
For sure. All right, let's play some of that Iconoclast from the Thursday Special Blend fundraiser last year.
Wake up time.
Here we go.
That was Iconoclast live at the Thursday Special Blend fundraiser for CKCU last year at the Rainbow Bistro. That was such a great show. Unfortunately, my audio recorder clipped a little bit on the recording from the mixer, so I had to end up using my recording from my camera, it's okay. It's not as good as I wanted, but it's not bad. If you go to my YouTube channel or to the playlist on the CKCU FM website, you'll be able to see a link to that show and watch the whole thing and find more about the band from those links. As I like to do on Mondays, I wanted to go over the upcoming events in the city. It's a bit of a misconception that there's nothing to do in Ottawa. There's usually not enough time for me to go through and read all the things coming up in 1 week every Monday, but I'm going to try to give you just a little bit of an idea of what's coming up. So as Maria mentioned, February is Black History Month, and the National Arts Centre English Theatre presents the Hip Hop Theatre Festival, January 31st to February 10th. So that's already started, but is going for another week and a half. So we've got that's at the National Arts Centre on Elgin Street. Some of the events are free, some of them are ticketed, some of them online. Curated by Rose Ingrid Benjamin with Nina Lee Acquiano and the National Arts Centre Popular Music and Variety. And it goes on to talk about a lot of the history of hip-hop music, and there will be quite a few different events. So, for example, the Cypher National Arts Center Hip-Hop Theater Festival, That one was on the 31st of January, so let's scroll through here and find out which ones are still upcoming. February 2nd, February 3rd. All right. So, February 7th, Twisted at the NAC Hip Hop Theater Festival. 4th stage, ages 18 plus. Tickets are available from the Facebook events page. If you go to the CKCU FM website and click on events on the top right hand corner, you'll be able to see a list of all of the events and the links to every one of the events and how to find out more information, how to get tickets, things like that are linked in each one of the event pages. So this one is about how do text messages and a Charles Dickens classics from the 1838 connect in modern era. This reimagining of Oliver Twist, Twisted, follows Ollie and Nancy Rolls, and then it goes on from there. Then after that, we have on February 8th at 8 p.m., this is a 16-plus event, Brotherhood, the Hip Hopera. After twin rap stars Cash Money and Money Pussy get in a car accident that kills one of the siblings, this unique one-man production follows the other as he ... Then on the 9th, Dija SB and Charmaine with Leah Cloud. On the 4th stage, it doesn't say the age range, so I'm assuming it's probably all ages, but double check on the Facebook events page. Popular Music and Variety Fridays at the 4th is excited to announce emerging hip-hop artists from across Canada to the stage as part of the NAC's Hip-Hop Theatre Festival. And then lastly, Cold Heat presented by the NAC Hip-Hop Theatre Festival in collaboration with Sharon at the Azraeli Studio, ages 18 plus, the training ground for many of the world's best lyricists. Rap battles see speed and braggadocio enter the center stage as skilled wordsmith compete. So that's going to be rap battling. Ages 18 plus, February 10th, 2024, 7 p.m. Then upcoming on the 5th of February, we have Broadway Nights, Villain Edition, at Club Saw at 67 Nicholas Street. Doors at 7 p.m. Sign up at 7:30 p.m. Show at 8. Let's see. This is theme villains. Bring your favorite bad guy song. Get ready to indulge your inner antagonist. Villains are sometimes up for interpretation, so let your imagination run wild. We're going to have a wickedly good time. We also recommend having a backup song choice on hand, as we don't do any duplicates in order to keep the night fun and fresh. So sign up to sing with on-stage live band or just come to enjoy the show. Enthusiastic cheers and sing-along background vocals from my cheerers are also welcome. Choose a song from our list of nearly 200 beloved Broadway tunes, or bring any song you like by bringing your own sheet music. Song list will be posted on our social medias 1 week from the event, so you can probably already find the song list there. Then on the 7th, also at Queen Street Fair, as I mentioned earlier in the show, there'll be a jazz night with Aardvark Big Band, an electrifying performance that will transport you into the golden age of jazz. Get ready to tap your feet, snap your fingers, and be swept away by the timeless allure of jazz. Then on the 7th at the Dominion Tavern, we've got Puke at price of $19. I'm not too sure what that's about, but there's a link to the Facebook event. You can find out more. Then Side by Side presents script issue EP release with Preloved and Witchwood at the House of Targ. That's on the 8th of February, on Thursday. There is a price of $15. It also says no one will be turned away for the lack of funds. Side by Side presents script release, EP release, members of Deliverable, Sorry Snowman, Preloved, Witchwood, 19 plus. And then there's tickets linked below in the event page. Then they're coming up on the 9th, on Friday, Paradise Disco Club, Fellows Q-Tips with special guest DJ Hide. 8 p.m., Friday, February 9th, at Lounge 164, Laurier Avenue West, $10 until 10 p.m. Fellows Q-Tip and special guest DJ Hide, all the way from Montreal. Wear your best retro outfit. Then also on the 9th, there's Smellowship EP release party at the Irene's Pub at 9 p.m. Price is $15 in advance. 2 sets of Southern soaked funk and soul. Gareth Barr on bass, Chris Elms guitar, Kim Jackson keyboards, Andre Ferreton drums, Brady Leaflore saxophone, and Chris Burling on percussion. Links below to Ticket Tailor where you can find the information on that show. And we have a few more coming up. On Saturday, there's John Spencer, Bloodshot Bill, Retail Simps at the Saw Center, 67 Nicholas Street. Price of $30.55. John Spencer, special guest, Bloodshot Bill, the 3 Retail Simps. That is a 19 plus. Actually, all ages. I misread that. All ages licensed 19 plus. So it's an all ages event. But they also serve alcohol. Then coming up also on Saturday at Queen Street Fair, we have Carnival with Florquestria and guest DJ Danham. Price $15, early bird $20, and more at the door. We're planning a night celebrating Brazilian culture and heritage with the best mariachi, samba, frevo, and from Afaxe to Axe. Florquestra and guests, Regina Gomez, I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, I apologize. Vocals and progression, more musicians to be announced. We encourage you to wear a carnival costume outfit as we'll be giving away prizes for the best costume. This event is 19 plus. There are a limited number of tickets available for free for Brazilian newcomers. Come and join us. And lastly, on Saturday also at 9 p.m. at the House of Targ, $15, Peanut Butter Sunday, which is Acadian punk, Family Man, alt punk, audio visceral, Ottawa punk, and Benesian, Ottawa rock, all at the House of Targ. So, don't let anybody tell you there's nothing to do in Ottawa. There's a lot to do in Ottawa. We have this many events almost every week. There's never a dull moment here. So, speaking of live events, almost 3 months I think ago, I was at the Redbird on Bank Street recording the Tin Constellations. But before the Tin Constellations came on stage, there was a musician, James Leclair, who does some guitar and harmonica, kind of a folk sound. I'm going to play a little bit of that right now. CKCU 93.1 FM.
From the cold, shield yourself from the wind, dry yourself off from the rain, my friend. Oh, it's time. Thank you. All right.
That was James Leclair live in concert at the Redbird on Bank Street. That's between the bridges, a little bit closer to Billings Bridge than the other bridge, but it's on the east side of the road. If you know the Antique Store or Cicada Sound, it's right around there. It's a great little bistro. Well, I don't think it's technically a bistro. It's a cafe. You can get sandwiches, you can get drinks there, and they have some of the best live events in the city. It's a really nice, really warm, really good listening experience. The sound is great in there as well, as you just heard. So he was talking about how he's opening up for the Tin Constellations. And the Tin Constellations liked my video that I did so much of that they asked me to come and film them last night. And I actually live streamed the whole event with Andrew Vincent, Tin Constellation, and Slow Tom on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the video that I'm playing right now, that I'm about to play, you can go on to the CKCUFM.com website and click on the playlist for Monday Special Blend, and you'll see a link in there to be able to watch any of the videos from which the audio I have played today. So I'm going to play a little bit of that show now. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh.
very much.
That was the Tin Constellations live at Irene's restaurant. That was Saturday night. That was a great show. Definitely check them out. I've got a link to the video in the description, but you can also find them as the Tin Constellations on all of the streaming services. I played Love in a Time of War, I believe is the name of it, and Elsa there. They have several albums, EPs out so far. They just released a new one. The Things to Tell You About Birds. It's a great songs. Really good music, good times, and it's wonderful to see them in live. Luckily, I brought my hearing protectors because I was sitting right next to the speakers, and oh boy, that's loud. So if I'm going to be doing regular videos, which it looks like I am, of people's concerts, I definitely want to keep my hearing intact. Speaking of videos, if you have any concert or music video or anything like that you'd like to have done, I left my email in the show notes on the CKCU website. Just get in contact with me and I'll see what I can do to help you out. I want to give a shout out to Shelly Ann Morris. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your kind comment. It's great to have you with us virtually here on the air. I always appreciate having good conversation with you, and yeah, just thanks for listening. So we're coming up against the hour here, running out of time. I want to thank you for being here with us on Monday Special Blend. It's been a good time today. It's been a nice sunny day. I think it's supposed to be sunny, maybe a little partly cloudy. And traffic has kind of cleared up a little bit. It's still pretty bad between, what is this, Kirkwood? Between Maitland and Kirkwood, it's not a fun time. But other than that, it's somewhat cleared up. Anyway, thank you for being here. We'll be here back again the same time next week on Monday Special Blend. I've been your host, Nathaniel Newton.